Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to a timeless twin flame reading. This is for all signs, any sign that has been attracted to this, and any sign of the person that you're thinking of. Let's call in our spirit guides, see what they have for this twin flame union. What is it that we need to know about this twin flame? Where are we headed? What does our twin have to say to us? Spirit, I'm ask you to come forward with some loving messages. I am listening for you now. I want to believe that this is real. Sometimes twins are so into each other that it seems surreal. It really does. It's so intense. I didn't deserve your love, but you gave it to me anyways. Little bit of a feeling of guilt that I should have done more. I should have given more. You gave me more than I gave you, realizing that maybe one person put in more effort than the other. Do you still feel the same about me? I'm going to say since you've been gone. Let's talk about that for a second. Maybe they're on a break. Maybe they pushed you away. But this feeling of, do we still have the same feelings even though we've been on a break? Twin flames have a really hard time letting go. Spirit, please share with me. You're in my every thought. Aw, that's true. You wake up in the middle of the night and you wonder, why is your person popping into your head? Because you're connected. Telepathic, psychologically, psychically, they're probably thinking of you, and then it pops into your head, so it wakes you up. Bottom of the deck, you are my North Star. Ooh, I love that. It hurts too much to see you right now. Sometimes when we're not where we want to be with our person, it's almost as if you can't even hear their voice. Like if I hear your voice, if I see you right now, I'm going to lose it, right? I'm going to physically, emotionally lose it. But I do like this feeling of you're my North Star. And that North Star feels like if I follow my heart, I'm being guided back to you, is how they just said it. Let's keep going. So we might not quite be there yet, but if they're being guided, that gives me that star's giving me a ray of hope. So let's stick with that for a minute. Spirit, please share with me. Deep, dark times and isolation. I need time alone. So they could have said that. They needed time to heal. They needed some time to think something through. And I know a lot of people use that as an excuse of, I just need time alone. And what they're really doing is breaking up with you. But there are situations where somebody just wants some space. They just want to think about their own lives. They want to work on something. And if you love this person, you let them go. And you say, go work on what you need to do. And if I'm here and we're meant to be, you'll come back. So a lot of people use it as an excuse they want to be with somebody else, and they say, oh, I need time alone, and they know exactly what they're doing. But if this person truly loves you, it's more of a healing energy than anything. This one's jumping out. Not your typical love story. I love that. So everything about us isn't normal, is how it came in. We've gone through so much. We have weathered the storm so many times. And I feel like we're not going to give up again. There's a part of me that says we just keep getting through it. We always find our way back to each other. What did they say? I'm guided back to you. So we find our way back to each other. Past is in the past, and don't look back. So this person is trying to focus on what's ahead of us. There could be some difficult times in the past. We could have really hurt each other. We could have really said things that we shouldn't have said or done things that we shouldn't have done. Do we want to hold on to them, or do we want to pick our battles? And do we want to try to move forward and heal and repair and continue to love and continue this journey here on earth together? Social media got me in trouble, talking to somebody behind the scenes, posting something, embarrassing someone. Social media gets a lot of people in trouble. You know, it's just kind of this blanket of who cares, but people care. What is being posted, what is being said. No more bad decisions. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to think things through. I'm going to think of you. I didn't put you first. A love drought. That came into me more as I just feel lonely more than anything. Observing every action. I'm still trying to see what's going on in your life. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. I feel like I'm missing, you know, everyday things. Like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Where have you been? So how's work going? How's your mother? You know, just that everyday thing. I want to get back to the good old times. And usually that's what happens. It's a feeling of we get over the hurt. We need time to get over the hurtful words. And then I hate to say we forget it, but we look at it as, okay, it happened. And we start to focus on the good times. We start to focus on the love. We start to focus on, why was I with this person to begin with? Why was this person brought into my life? I have an Eight of Swords. I have a Fool. Wow. I have a Queen of Wands. And I have a Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords came into me as I'm breaking out of my shell that I've put myself in. I put myself in this isolation. I put myself in this hermit stage. And then the Queen and the Fool came into me. It literally was this person. I don't know if they call you my queen, but that's how it came into me. It came into me, my queen. Can we try again? So they're calling you their queen. So they admire you. They're putting you on a pedestal. They look up to you. You're royalty to them. So it was this feeling of, my queen, can we try again? And there was a sense of honor, the way it came into me. There was a sense of, I still honor you. You may not think I do, but I do. And right now, I think their biggest fear is that they've lost you. They are having sleepless nights, Spirit just said. They are having dreams of you. But the sleepless nights, it's almost like they're waking up. I feel like they're waking up at the same hour. I want to say like 3 a.m. I don't know why that's so significant, but it's almost this feeling of, you know, 3:33, 3:33 in the morning. You know, it's a really early morning hour. And it's not their normal routine to wake up that early. And they wake up thinking of you, and they realize they've been dreaming of you. Sleepless nights. Spirit, please share with me. What is my twin thinking and feeling at this time? Where are we headed? I have a conflict. They are saying conflicts can be resolved. This feeling of we have differences, we're incompatible. Yeah, maybe at the end when we were fighting, but the time that we were falling in love and all the good times, we certainly were compatible. We probably had really, really high chemistry. We probably were totally into each other. They're remembering that we were crazy in love. And, you know, like, what happened? Are you not in love with me anymore? Are you forgetting how crazy in love we are? And you're saying, I just heard you. You're saying, yeah, but you're the one that walked away. I walked away from fear. I walked away from pressure. I walked away because you were pushing me. Spirit, please share with me. I have heart fog. Oh, that's a good one. Heart fog. I feel messed up. I'm blocking my emotions. I'm trying not to feel. Okay, but guess what? The fog clears. The sun comes out. The sun shines. You're not going to stay in a fogged state, a brain fog for the rest of your life. You're going to see clearly. You're going to get the answers you're seeking. You're going to come to a conclusion of what's best for your present self and your future self. So this person, even if he feels or she feels that, I'm not thinking clearly right now, they're giving themselves the time to figure out what it is that they need to figure out. A past life, deja vu, we're repeating patterns. We keep repeating the same karmic lessons. We might even be repeating the same karmic lessons in this lifetime, because if we're pushing each other away and we haven't solved the problem as to why, we keep repeating the same cycle. So we could be really struggling with just karmic lessons. I have rejection. You rejected me. You abandoned me. You know that my biggest fear is abandonment, and that's exactly what you did to me. You told me that you loved me. You promised me that you'd always be here. You said you couldn't live without me, and then you abandoned me. So now what do you have to say for yourself, right? Give it to him, Spirit said. I felt like it's a 1-2 punch. Like, you know what? I'm going to fight back, Bottom of the deck, I have chemistry and I have mistakes and I have family. Okay, let's take a look at these. I have chemistry. You cannot compare the chemistry with anybody else that you have with your twin flame, and that's the problem. You try to recreate it with another person, and you say, well, I must have been more in love with my twin than this person. No, it's because you were twins. It's because you shared the same heart and you mirrored each other and you were so much alike, and the chemistry was off the charts and the intensity was off the charts. So when you aren't with that twin and you start a relationship with somebody else and you don't have that kind of like wow factor, you think that person isn't that big of a deal. It's not that exciting, because you really can't compare anything else to a twin, and you hold on to that twin, and you just want that twin energy back because it's just so special. I made mistakes. Are they saying that they're a victim? Are they admitting their mistakes and asking for forgiveness, or are they saying that they're a victim and they expect you to accept that excuse? They're not a victim. They're a grown person, and there are consequences to actions and behaviors and things that people say. And then I have a family. I still have dreams. That came into me as for those of you that would like to have a family, I still have dreams of a family. I still have dreams of us being together. And this person isn't letting it go. They have put it on pause, but they haven't let it go. There's always this feeling with a twin of unfinished business, that it's never really over, that it's on pause. They're going and doing what they have to do for a little while, but they'll be back. There's always this sense in your heart and in your soul that you'll see them again. You'll see them real soon. So that is also difficult, because when you talk to twins, when I talk to twins in a private reading, I can feel the person who I'm talking to sense of, I know they're coming back. and I can't be with anybody else. So it's almost like you feel like you're being held hostage emotionally. Meanwhile, you're not talking to this person. You haven't heard from them. They could be dating somebody else. But in your heart and soul, you feel like this twin is still saying, just wait for me. I've got some business over here we got to do, and then I'll be back. So it's really, really hard to cut cords. What did they just say? I have dreams of us being together. Maybe you don't know that. King of Cups. I'm still in love with you. Funny way of showing it, right? 10 of Wands. I've been carrying a load that's bigger than you know. I've been worried about money. I've been worried about my business. I've been worried about my health. I've been taking care of others. So everybody else has been coming first. So maybe they have been doing other things. 10 of Pentacles. I want lasting security. Look at this little tree. This sense of we can grow together. We can do it together. If we put our hands together, if we put our hearts together, we could do it. They're saying family union. So there's a sense that whether it's a combined family or they just see you when they were with you as our little family, maybe we had a pet, maybe we refer to each other as mommy and daddy with the pet, or we have a child together, some of you. I have an Ace of Cups. I have to tell you, this person is still, the way they're saying it is they still carry a torch. But they're not admitting it. They're not doing anything about it. But this feels like a breakthrough in a sense that Ace of Cups is always time is of the essence. And an ace comes in as a gift. And when it comes back into your life or comes into your life as a gift, you take it because you're like, I don't know when I'm going to see this again. So here's this beautiful Ace of Cups coming in and saying, I still have feelings for you. Now that may come in out of nowhere. That may be out of the blue. All of a sudden, my twin decides that I'm tired of either no contact or low communication, or I've been emotionally disconnected from you for a while. And they kind of have a wake up call and they say, you know what? I really do love you and I miss you. And how do we make this grow? How do we fix it? I don't want to lose you. We have unfinished business for sure in this connection. I thought it would be over by now, but I somehow still feel the same about you. So even if I've been separated from you, and it could be for a while, Spirit just said, I still have the same feelings. And that is also a huge clue. Because sometimes when you break up, or most times when you break up with somebody, over a period, yes, you're kind of sad in the beginning, but over a period of time, you're not really thinking about them anymore. You're not really thinking that I want to see them. I want to get back together with them. You do move on. But for some reason with the twin, it is obsessive. I find myself obsessing over you. And that's usually when you start to realize, what the heck is going on here? Why am I obsessing over this person? Why can't I get this person out of my system? So that's when you kind of have that real awakening period of time where you say, this is more than just a breakup. It's gotta be. Some people don't even know what a twin flame is. I mean, I appreciate that you're here watching this reading because you understand a twin flame connection. But some people have no idea. All they know is that they're obsessing over somebody. They're having sleepless nights and they don't know why. I am protecting you from myself. The person who says to you, you'd be better off without me because I can't give you what you want. And you say to them, all I want is you. What are you talking about? That's somebody who needs to work on themselves. I make excuses because I don't want to love again. You can't prevent yourself from loving. You can't say to yourself, I'm not going to love that person. It's not possible. You either love them or you don't. You either fall in love with somebody or you don't. You don't get to choose. And at the same token, you don't just stop loving somebody. You don't just say it's over today and I no longer love you today. I mean, we're human beings. Our feelings travel with us. They stay with us. You don't just stop loving somebody. So they're kidding themselves with this sense of, I thought it would be over by now, but I still have the same feelings for you. Like my feelings haven't changed after all this time. You were right, but I have trouble to admit the truth. One thing twins do is they call each other out on things because they're mirroring each other. So they see in themselves what the other person's doing. They don't like it. So they'll say out loud, you know, do you realize that this is how you treat me? Do you realize that this is what you're doing? Do you realize that you're not being fair or something? You know, like you call the other person out and they don't like it. They don't like that somebody, because other people can't recognize that in them. Other people would never have called them out on that. So their ego gets shot down. Their self-esteem gets shot down. They feel like you are somehow belittling them, but you're not. You're just saying, hey, like, you can't behave this way. You don't want me to behave this way towards you, do you? So you call them out on these things because you're their equal, whereas somebody else would just accept it and they get away with it and they wouldn't fight back. But twins fight back. Twins stand their ground, and they really will. Spirit, loving messages about these twins, please. This situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own role in this situation to help us change it. It does take two people. And if somebody comes back to you and says, this is what I'm willing to do, then you should have some things that you're willing to do as well. You're not perfect. If you're their twin, you're certainly not perfect. So you've got to have some ideas in your head of the things that you could do to make things better and what you're willing to do. They come back, you talk, and they say, you know what, I'm going to try harder. And you say, I'm going to try harder with these things as well. So, you know, now we have a starting point, Spirit just said, to rebuild and repair. Number 1111. Look for 1111. Okay, so that's always good. We are coming into union. We're coming back. We're finding each other. My feelings for you haven't changed, is what they said. We have a past life connection. There it is. Memories are surfacing either consciously or subconsciously. This person could have had wounds in the past. They lost you in the past. You died of childbirth in a past life. You died of a disease. You were taken away from them. So now they have this tremendous fear that if they love you and they give you their heart, they will lose you. So their ancestry, their soul is remembering that abandonment from past lives, and that fear is coming out in this lifetime. So we don't know sometimes where that fear is coming from. We just know that it travels with us. And the lessons of these karmic situations are that we have to heal. And we have to know that we can work through some of this pain and things can get better. And in this lifetime, we can love without hurting. So it's understanding that every lifetime we travel together, we're getting closer and closer, even though you're not probably where you want to be right now. You are technically in the soul world getting closer and closer to your twin. Communication. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I can say the right things to you. So that's something that you can telepathically talk to them. If you do want to hear them, if you do want to hear from them, then just close your eyes and talk to them and say, I do want to hear from you. I want to know that you're okay. I pray for you. I want to make sure that you're fine. Okay. I want to make sure that everything is okay with you. Spirit's asking me to give you some initials, and maybe the initials will connect you to this person and or yourself. So let's see. First initials, last initial, Spirit. I have the letter E, N, I. I have an L. I have a T, S, N, O, E, Q, and X, U, K. Okay, so those could be something that is connecting you. I want to go back to some of those first love messages because this feeling of guiding me back to you is kind of stuck out in this reading to me, like Spirit's guiding this love back. They're trying to bring you back together. Nothing helps since you went away. They feel like nothing I can do makes me feel better. They feel empty. I don't think I could ever love again. There's that I've lost trust. I'm so angry. I've lost trust. I don't know if I can trust you again. I don't know if I can give you my heart again. Again, that all turns into you don't get a choice as to who you love. You're either in love with them or you're not. You can be mad. I love the way our bodies move together. I fantasize about you. I miss you. I want to be with you. I can't believe I've stayed away this long. You know, it's interesting because there's no sense of time in the spirit world. When I do my mediumship readings and lost loved ones come through, it doesn't matter whether they died 3 days ago or 30 years ago. It feels exactly the same to me. So souls traveling in lifetimes, it's nanoseconds. In our lifetime, it feels like forever we haven't seen them because we're in the 3D world. In the spirit world, I can't believe how long we've been away from each other, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. Weeks and weeks have passed, months and months have passed, even years and years have passed. But I remember you like it was yesterday, or as soon as I see you again, we're going to pick up where we left off. So there really isn't a sense of time, if that makes sense, because we never outgrow each other. We never... it doesn't matter whether we met when we were 16 and we see each other again when we're 60. We're going to feel exactly the same way. I guess that would be my point. Spirit, timeline, any hope, any hope of talking soon, being together soon, healing, repairing. I have October. Could be birthday months too. January. I have fall. This could have all happened in the fall. September. Maybe we parted ways in the fall. A lot of energy, fall, winter months here. Divine timing. Just like when they brought you together and to begin with, we have to trust that divine timing again. That when that little window of perfect timing, I've healed, you've healed, I'm ready, you're ready. I want to talk, you want to talk. I'm available, you're available. That little window of time brings us together again. But we did get a lot of good information from this reading. This definitely, what did they say? My queen, can we try again? That was sweet. Sleepless nights. Since you've been gone, I'm still carrying a torch for you. I'm remembering how crazy in love I was with you. This is a journey. And I feel like this journey's not over, this particular reading. So I'm going to put this out to the universe, and I'm going to ask Spirit to guide you back together if it's meant to be, and if that's what these souls need. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, claim this reading. If anybody would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. In the meantime, I'll see you again in another Twin Flame Messages real soon.